Susan as I ran back to the computer. I never wear pants while casting, guys. This isn't a joke. It's for real. I apologize.
I can't comment on that because I did the same thing, but yeah.
All right,
That's
well,
a casting thing, man.
Ace match, guys. Last match for us today in the lower left corner of the map. Let's give it up for the Red Terran ForGG.
Yeah, his opponents equalizing it after just a huge roach push that ended up dealing absurd amounts of damage. In the early game, it is Tasteless, aka Fnatic RC Moon.
Copycat. The first time I said it was because I actually started messing it up, and I just wanted to go with it on the fly, make it sound all nice.
No, I was just... I do that sometimes. You can watch my cast, man. You cast with me enough.
Yeah, no, I know.
I usually go for the actual player name, aka etc. I don't know.
Guys, let's see what happens here today. What this last game will bring. ForGG has been playing fairly standard. No 2 racks, no bunker rushing, no shenanigans so far. I think he recognizes the caliber of player that Moon is, and realizes stuff like that most likely will not work.
That's true. So, we're going to see most likely barracks first, followed by 1 racks FE based on the positioning of the first barracks. But I don't know, he could go 3 racks after this. Could be some insane bit-by-bit action, although I highly doubt that he would rely on Cheese to win him this set. Quite confident in the macro, although he is known to be aggressive. Moon going for 15 hatch. Very, very standard. Can't really say anything about that.
I do like the fact that these players are, as you said, not going for that cheese. It's going to get more interesting gameplay, and it really just shows off their skill to one another, should they ever meet again. Moon will remember, okay, ForGG's really good with the Marines, be scared. You know, he's really good with the drone killing, be scared. And vice versa for ForGG, you know, he's like, oh, roaches can catch me off guard. I'm not immortal, you know? Oh, there's an accidental pun there. Cool.
I know. That's why I was laughing.
After you did, you're like, ha ha. I was like, oh yeah.
I thought you were on top of it. You shouldn't have revealed anything. It would have been brilliant.
Awesome. So we have the orbital coming out of ForGG and the natural going down. Of course, Moon does go out there with that Overlord and retreating him to that very nasty, abusive spot above the rocks. I hate that spot exists.
It's the same thing that on Daybreak with that little nook there. However, Moon is going for the same early gas, and I think it's going to be for speed this map. It could be for roaches, but he's committing a lot to really bank on the fact that his opponent, after scouting the exact same build, will not prepare for it a second time. That's asking a little bit much of a pro, especially one like ForGG.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, who knows? We've seen so far both these players. It could go either way.
Oh yeah, so Moon is going for speed. ForGG does get a scout off on this. He's scouting the spawning pool at the last second to make sure it's researching. Is it indeed?
Yeah, making those weird vibrations. You know something's going on in there. Evolution.
I think that they should totally do... You know how we always have more music videos come out related to SC spoofs of actual songs? What if they did a good vibrations on the spawning pool researching?
That would be weird.
I know. I don't know how they would be able to work it text-wise, but it would be so funny.
So here we go. Very standard, guys. It's what you see every game with most Terrans versus Zerg, Reactor, and some Hellions. And most likely, Banshees.
Yeah, and there's no cancel on the gas, or on the metabolic boost here. It's not like he's throwing down instantly a Roach Horn and a Baneling Nest going up to 5 geysers or some weird stuff like that. And I like the fact that he's continuing with this Mass Queen play. Nest
he gets home alive.
Yeah. Oh, actually, speaking about alive, I actually need to close my blind briefly, as I cannot see the minimap.
Okay.
Camera's on you, sir.
Well, while his Panda is... Uh-oh.
Nope, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Welcome back, sir.
My sound card was switching, yeah, sorry.
A little scary there for a second.
No, it's cool, we're good. And Moon actually grabbing a 3rd base. Was anything happening there micro-wise? I would feel really bad if it was.
Nothing really, just, you know, Queen's doing some cool stuff.
Alright, good. let's see. I'm kind of interested to see how Moon's going to play this out. He is mining gas now, going for a second geyser as well, which makes me think that he's going defensive roaches. Moon likes banelings. For those of you who did not get a chance to see the live broadcast match between Moon and Hasselabs on Zilnaga Caverns in one of the first couple MLGs after Moon switched over to SE2.
Well, let's be honest, if you saw the last game, it's a pretty clear indication.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we have a
likes
Bailey Nest on the way. Silly Panda thinking Moon was going for something other than Banelings.
I know, right? Like, why would you even call that?
I don't know.
Did lose that Overlord, did supply block him only for a second though, guys. We got so much creep spread. I really gotta commend Moon for doing this. As, I mean, the earlier you get that creep spread going, the earlier it will be abused later on. And currently the audio...
Alright, so what's wrong with the audio?
Sounds fine to me, I have no idea.
Okay. I just
hopefully Penguin let us know.
refreshed the mixer and made sure everything was fine. Turn my own volume up, okay.
Yeah, I've got a slight bias to comment on the chat there. Definitely rooting for ForGG, but Moon is a very powerful and a very strong Zerg player, so it wouldn't blow me away by any means if he managed to take this 2-1 today.
Yeah. Alright, so we do have a layer coming down here for Moon. With 4 gas right now, if he goes up to 6, it's going to be most likely Mew to play, but it seems like he's going to want to go primarily Infestors coming out of this. Eventually, if the game continues on, he'll add a Spire at some point to go for Broodlords. But the layer timing, really, at 9 minutes of completing Morphing, it's rather indicative of Infestation Protect over Spire. However, he's actually proving me wrong in getting a Spire, even with double upgrades going on at the same point, only off of 4 gas. This is not a big commit from Moon. I love the fact that ForGG is denying additional creep spread at the 3rd, though. There are Banelings morphing in here in response to seeing the 2 Medivacs as well as 16 Marines pick off that Overlord.
Yeah, push it up, because those Hellions are going to...
Oh, they actually all get destroyed. Momentary lapse of judgment there by Moon. Or by,
with those Banelings dead, all these drones trying to be evacuated just will not happen. There's too many Marines. Oh, nice focus fire on these Banelings as he retreats backwards.
ForGG wants to advance.
All these Marines are very, very low, but they're getting healed up quickly. And we don't have a lot more Banelings on the field just yet. A lot of Zerglings swarming in, but no real...
I'd love to see a drop in the main following this up. Moon isn't really prepared. All of his units are on the low ground here. And...
oh, are we going to see an elevator up? I would love
I'm
to
hoping.
see it.
Oh, beautiful target fire on that Baneling, though.
Yeah, there's the pickup going right on top of the main here. Zerglings are swarming around, though, so he can respond, but, I mean, getting it... oh, 3 Banelings morphing in. He's got to wait for those. If he doesn't wait for those, Marines will just focus fire them down on the way in, trying to stem around the mineral. Zerglings just getting slaughtered. And this definitely looks like a lot of trouble here for Moon. But ForGG actually picks up and is forced to retreat.
And keeps both Medivacs, though. Only 8 Marines coming out of there. Losing 6 Hellions and 8 Marines is a worthwhile trade for killing your opponent's 3rd, I would say. As well as all the drones there.
14 workers that came with it, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe they picked off 2 Queens as well. But ForGG ready to go again, not even going to give Moon time to breathe. Look at these tanks and Marines in the middle of the map, Panda. This is going to be awesome, and I just want to comment, look at the bottom right, we actually have a sneaky base going down.
Yeah. And with this drop actually may coincide with this timing. However, after seeing the lack of a 3rd base here, I'm kind of interested to see what ForGG's reaction is going to be. If he starts elevating the main and using the tanks positionally to make sure that he doesn't attack them on either fronts, there's no other choice for Moon.
Are going straight for the counter right now. There's no turrets then, just a bunker at the natural.
He needs to deal damage here. Unfortunately, ForGG isn't rallying his production forward, so Moon's going to catch his opponent with a lot of Marines here in the natural already there.
Oh, and here comes the drop on the high ground. And there's tanks, like you said, driving back those Zerglings. A lot of splash damage already happening, but the natural is being cleaned up as well, so not causing really any damage as that bunker plus Marine reinforcements clean up.
This is what I wanted to see from ForGG. He's zoning all of the Banelings out so that his opponent cannot actually stop him from moving into the main base with a couple of Marines and Medivacs, trying to go for the Queen there.
Nice bait, picking and dropping, popping 5 Banelings with that 1 tank shot. And oh my goodness, I love the positioning of this. It just couldn't get any better for ForGG. Bailey's got to be very frustrated, kind of trying so hard to make that connection. Zergling's even swarming around the long side for those tanks.
Moon is looking like he's going to advance second in the group, but can he come back here? The
He's just losing so many Banelings to the tank fire.
Yeah, his gas is gone at his main
perfect.
too. He's taken a big hurt so far. 30
Look
supply
at the
lead for
resources
4GG.
lost tab right now, man. Oh my god.
That's absurd.
Almost 8k to 1.5. I mean, that really says everything about what's been going on with these gauges.
4GG has been supply blocked for an extended period of time, but he does have a third base behind this, so I guess all is okay.
Yeah, Moon's secret third is still up and running right now.
Yeah, he's saturating that with the drones from the main base, but he's going for it here. This is going to be Moon's final stand. Two of the tanks going down. Oh, beautiful pickup here by 4GG.
Checking up those Mulisks. Going on that high ground, and he's going to just push up into the lair. Actually, might just go for the tech structures instead. Yes, taking out that spawning pool. No more Zerglings for you, Moon.
And behind this, Moon has absolutely no choice but to take it. He doesn't have any Banelings on the field right now. He's forced to morph them in and then try and commit. But he's just losing so much. And this is beautiful positioning for Zerglings to engage. I mean, 4GG is finding himself in a nook.
He's got a choke, yeah.
Yeah.
With Mineral Line and Hatchery.
Oh, target firing that Baneling.
Oh, Baneling's going to come the other side, though. Nice focus fire all around.
Moon holds.
Those reefs are cleaned up. And the lair stands. 400 health remaining and does not fall, but the loss of the tech structures was a very, very definite blow.
10 drones in production right now. So Moon, sitting at 70 drones. He held that push. He has a third base up. His opponent does not know of this yet, but I mean, look at round 2 from 4GG. It's pretty scary, man. He has even more tanks included with this. Ton of medevacs. It doesn't matter that he lost the first 4.
He still has not scouted, but with those drones coming up very fishy and strange, he should know something's up.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't just randomly have 3 drones walking around the map. Mutila's coming into the third right now. The turret not in range. SCP swarming through it.
Moon paying attention at the last second does manage to save all of the mutas.
ForGG will lose this, or sorry, annihilate this base. Moon will lose it. This is his primary mining base. This is where all of his drones are right now. Hatchery falls. The drone's going to try and escape, but I don't think the tanks and the Marines will let them. Mineral locking them out. The 49 workers slain now. Only the natural base really mining. He's got some drones up here at the main, but Moon is really on the ropes as far as his economy is concerned.
This is really pretty much telling the series in a nutshell. The resources lost, the work is lost. We saw Moon take really early advantage by killing a multitude of SCVs in the last match. 4GG ended up losing the game.
Is coming into the match now. 4GG does not have a lot here.
There is a tank siege as well as this bunker. If he can pull SCVs in time, along with the reinforcements coming from the third base, he should be able to defend this.
Ram's flight, he was raised just barely in time.
Yeah.
Completely denying those Zerglings.
There's the good game. So 4GG does take out Moon and will advance first in the